Are you tired of websites taking months to make, cost thousands of dollars, and basically make it impossible for you to iterate on? Today I'm going to use an AI tool which specifically solves those problems. This video was sponsored by Ready.ai. Since many of you are focused on local businesses, I thought it would be great to use Ready to show you how to make a local business website. More specifically, I'm going to build a new website for the dental office that my father works at. We'll do it from scratch and it'll only cost $20. Let's get started. And we're going to get started on Ready. We're going to call this Atlanta, Florida Dental. We're just going to use React next.js. Okay. So we're going to tell it everything that we want. Make sure to also have a prominent appointment button, which leads to a call function from the computer PC, which is tied to the phone number from above. Okay, so the chat's open and Ready is doing its thing. It's creating a modern professional dental website for Atlantic, Florida Dental with senior-friendly design. It's going to start by creating the homepage and the key pages with larger text, single column layout, and clear navigation. So something that I want to point to is when you're making a local business website is to think about what your goals are, right? If you're, like I said, talking to an older audience, the less text on the page and the bigger the text is, the more likely those people are going to respond because they can actually read what's on the page. So when you're trying to make your own website, think about the nuances that you need to put in place so that you can have something that's going to work for you. Welcome to Florida Atlantic Dental, proudly serving South Florida for 50 years. It's a nice looking page. It's a nice looking image. I like that. Ready for your best smile. Call us today. Office hours, dental services, view all services. Established dental practice. Okay, so they've got like a place, like an image from there. If I go to the main page here, I could probably pull out the image or at least tell it what the image is. Okay, so our mission, our values. I think the text should be even bigger, honestly. We've reviewed the website, and now it's time to see how it does making improvements. On the homepage, make the title one line. On the homepage, make the ready for your best smile into a second column, where the left column is the image of the dental room. Actually, on the homepage, make the ready for your best smile into the second column, where the left column is the office hours. Delete the Y, choose Atlantic, Florida Dental card on the homepage. Okay, so let's make a few little changes here on the front page and let's just see what happens. And this is really important, as I've mentioned in other videos. When you work with AI, it's a conversation. You should never accept the first thing that you're given because it's almost never going to be exactly what you want. And so what we call prompt engineering is really important to understand because you're giving it the prompt so it starts to work with what you give it. And to be fair, I didn't really give it much to work with. And so now I need to focus on making it something that I can present to them. I'm not going to get all the way there in this video, but I'm going to start. Okay, so we've made a little bit more changes. The content's a little bit bigger. We're getting a little bit better on here on this page. Okay, so let's go to the About page and let's do a little bit more work on that page. Oh my God, it actually got the image. That's great. Okay, but did it, okay, it did make it rounded edges, fine. It even grabbed this. That's really cool. Our mission, our values, that's great. Turn the values card into 3 cards that exist on one row, where the compassionate care is one card, excellence is one card, and trust is one card. Okay, so that's another really important change to make. I love it. I think we're almost done with the About page. Update the image of the office manager because she's wearing a medical coat and stethoscope. She doesn't look dressed like an office manager. Okay, let's do that one. On the services page, make the text inside each card at least 5 pixels larger because it's hard to read. Also, left align the bullet points in each card on the services page. So we've made a bunch of changes to the website from the first prompt. If I were to actually be doing this for a client, I would be spending a lot more time on it. But for the purposes of making this video, just to show you pretty quickly how you can iterate and adapt an idea and test it, we have made a dental website modeled off of the old website for this company. And what we have here is something very streamlined, which just talks about who they are, when are they open, book a call, what services they provide. And then if the person really wants to know more, they can get into the About page, their story, their mission, their values. If I had more time, I would put pictures of the inside and pictures of the owners and all of that. And then you got some of our staff, which again, these are AI generated. I didn't put any content into this page, which is fine. We can always fix it before delivery. And the focus here is just showing that, you know, you've got these doctors and what they have done and who they are so that people are comfortable with them, as well as the office manager. So you know who you're getting, you know, to talk to and work with. And the services page, like I said, a little bit more work has to be done. There's a little bit of issues with the image, but otherwise it's working fine. You'd have the details of it and you know, the benefits of it. So that's also a pretty good page. And then the testimonials page, which I'm quite proud of. I think it does a pretty good job. It has large enough text, single column, 75-ish% width, and avatars from the different people. And at the bottom of every page, it's telling you to schedule a visit, which actually leads you to open a phone application so that you can make a call. So at the end of this, we've done a pretty good job here. If you're trying to build a local service-based business, then Ready is a really great tool for you to be able to do that. And you can spend as much time as you want for only $20 to make the website as good as you can. Again, the website I made was just a very basic, simple thing to give you an idea of what it's capable of. And if you put more love and energy into it, then you will surely create something far better than what I made in a very brief period of time. So go check it out now, Ready.ai.